Okay. All right, that is DC 21178890. Anyone here on that case?
Yeah. Good morning, Your Honor. Stephen Eddy here for plaintiff.
Meeting.
Okay, what's going on with that one?
They're waiting the 106 motion. So as soon as they get that, they'll file it and hopefully you'll approve it and they can keep working it.
Okay, well, they filed the 106 motion, or
They're waiting, I guess, on the affidavit so they can file it.
so this case was filed almost a year ago at this point. And the citation was issued back in December of last year, and there's nothing that's happened in the case.
Yeah, I don't know what they've been doing in the interim. Since I'm pinch hitting today, the best I can say is, if you can give them, 30 days or to the end of the year or something, and they just got to get it in.
Yeah, they're not giving you a lot of information, are they?
No, they're not.
Rhonda, go ahead and reset this one to December 19th, but tell them next time, given the age of this case, they just need to have more information. I'll give them this extension, but they really need to get on the ball on this.
You want to reset them for how long, Judge?
I'm sorry?
You want me to reset them for how long?
To December 19th.
Got it. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Enda. Have a great rest of your day.
Oh, I've got a couple more. I'll stick around, but thank you.
Okay, thanks. All right. Let's go to the docket again. Our next case, we have a lot of cases today, is Vasquez versus Swaggerty Investments, Inc. Barron is the defense attorney, DC 228534. Anyone here in that case? Vasquez versus Swaggerty Investment. Okay. Discover Bank versus Christie. Anyone here in that case? Discover Bank versus Christie. Anyone here in that case? Okay. DC 228613, Elsa Quintanilla versus David Gibson. Or Gibson with the P.
Yeah, James McCorkadale here on behalf of the plaintiff, Your Honor.
All right, what's going on with this one?
This one was filed by a new associate who we thought had actually requested issuance of citation, and we didn't realize until 2 weeks ago the citation had not been requested. So we submitted a request for issuance of citation to the clerk's office the week before last week, at the end of the week. We've not gotten the citation back, but we expect it shortly, and then we'll get service shortly. If we could have another 30 days, I think we'll be able to get citation and get service effected.
We'll go ahead and reset this to December 19th, and let's get it moving, okay?
Yes, we will. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Wells Fargo Bank versus Uribe, DC 22624. Abbott is the plaintiff's attorney. That's Wells Fargo's Bank versus Carolina Uribe. Anyone here on that case?
Yes, Your Honor. Stephen Enda here for plaintiff on that one.
All right, what's going on with this one?
They've had multiple service attempts. It's determined to be a bad address. They've got a skip trace in progress, trying to go ahead and get a new address. They did do a verified motion to retain. It was e-filed on the 22nd. And I believe
just tell them when they file a motion to retain, they have to get it set for hearing. Otherwise, they have to set the deal up.
Told them that.
Okay.
I'll tell them again.
Okay. All right. We'll reset it to December 19th as well. This case is also really old, and so we need to get something moving on it. It's almost a year old as well. So we'll reset it to December 19th and tell them they need to have something more concrete by that setting.
Will do, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
Oh, I think I got one more.
Okay. All right. See you in a second. Dakota Financial versus McKinney, DC 2117385. Anyone here in that case?
Rebecca Brown for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Ms. Brown, what's going on with this one?
A partial non-suit was filed, I believe, on Tuesday of last week, of course, before the holiday, along with the motion for default judgment as to Courtney McKinney.
Okay. Rhonda, can you pull that and put that in my stack for tomorrow? And we'll reset this to December 19th. There's any problems.
Yes.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Your
Ms.
Honor.
Brown.
May I
You
be
have the rest
excused?
of your day. You may.
Thank you. You as well.
Shelby versus Dang, DC 228739. Anyone here in that case? Okay.
Judge, will you let me know when we're on the record?
Yes.
Okay,
We
thank
don't put the DWAP on the record.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Branch v. Navarrete, DC 218274. Hendricks is the plaintiff's attorney. I'm here in that case.
Good morning, Your Honor. Bill Himes here for Britt Hendricks, who's called the trial out in the desert this morning.
All right.
From review of the notes and a quick call with Britt, looks like they got one defendant served a while ago. The other, the publication period just expired November 7th. And if you would give us 30 days, he will either get an answer or move for default judgment, Your Honor.
Let me take a look at it real quick. Yeah, you had a return of citation back on October, 19th. Let me look at service.
It seems no one has asked for a defense from what I can tell. And then there was the second defendant was served by publication, and the period ended on the 7th from what I saw.
Okay.
7th.
All right, we'll reset this to December 19th, and we need to get, I understand he's in trial, so I'm not trying to fuss with you, but we do need something a little bit more concrete on what's going on here.
Yes, sir.
All right, have a great rest of your day.
You too, Your Honor, may be excused.
You may, and tell Mr. Hendricks good luck.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, DC 216897. Anyone here on that case? It is Karam versus Asamoto. Anyone here in that case? Anyone here in Karam versus Asamoto? Okay. Next is Jonathan Green versus Soldevilla. Hudson is the plaintiff's attorney, Milligan is the defense attorney, and that's DC 218993. Anyone here in that case? Okay. Next is Leroy Jordan, Redwood Lumber Company versus 321 East 8th Street. Anyone here on that case?
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Christopher Orisko on behalf of Leroy Jordan.
All right, what's going on with this one?
On this one, we had trouble finding the individual guarantor defendant who has since been non-suited. We amended our petition to serve the entity through this Texas Secretary of State. There's a little bit of lag time between requesting the citation and getting it from document production. We have since served the Secretary of State with process, and we are waiting back for the Whitney certificate before filing a default judgment. And so that is in process.
All right, we'll go ahead and reset this to December 19th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a great rest of your day. All right, Hernandez versus Joya, DC 212699. Domenech is the plaintiff's attorney, Usuri is the defense attorney. Anyone here in that case?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Eduardo Domenech, attorney for the plaintiffs.
All right, what's going on with this one?
Your Honor, this case is settled, and we've had defense counsel be replaced with new counsel. So I've been working with them for the final documents. We are wanting to file a joint motion to deposit the funds directly into the registry of the court without an ad litem. There is minors involved, but the sums are low. And so we were going to file that motion with the court, and pending its approval, either finalize all settlement of the case or file a motion for a guardian ad litem.
So what are the injuries to the minor?
It was, I believe, minor neck and back issues, and they saw a chiropractor.
How much is the settlement? How much are the meds?
For one of the minors, it is $6,225, with $2,000 being paid to the chiropractor, the attorney fees, and then the rest for the benefit of the minor, which would be $2,150. For the second minor, it is a settlement of $650, with $100 going to the chiropractor, waiving fee on that, and $550 would go to the mother for the benefit of the minor.
Usually I would probably need a prove up for that on the first minor. I usually find kind of rough. This is not a hard and fast. If it's over a $5,000 settlement or there's any substantial injury, I usually require a minor prove up. So you may want to just go ahead and request that.
Yes, Your Honor. And that's just in regards to the minor with over 5,000, the $200,200 settlement.
Assuming that what you're telling me is correct, that's correct.
And then, so I'll file.
We would probably just, I mean, to be honest, we'd probably just prove them both up. Since we're already proving one up, we'd probably have her prove them both up. It's going to be the same price.
Understood, Your Honor.
So just so you kind of know in the future what my general way to approach this is.
Understood. I'll get with defense counsel and file the motion to appoint the ad litem.
All right. You have a great rest of your day. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. You as well.
Thank you. We're going to reset this to December 19th, so you can have some time to get that on file.
December 19th. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Kingsley Buildings LLC versus Dallas Central Appraisal District, DC 2113112. Anyone here on that case? Frazier is the plaintiff's attorney, Metcalf's the defense attorney. Okay. How about 1 Tennyson Park versus Dallas Central Appraisal District? Same parties. Okay. American Express National Bank versus Charles Turner, DC 2117125. Redmond is the plaintiff's attorney. Anyone here in that case?
Terry Stewart Mace, Your Honor, for plaintiff.
What's going on with this one?
We are attempting to locate the defendant. We have tried 4 addresses. They have not been successful. You'll notice this is a pretty sizable balance. Looking at the file, there is some evidence of possible bad deeds on behalf of the defendant other than simple non-payment. And the service attempts are indicating that he is actively avoiding not just our service, but possibly other service. So we would like a little more time to try to locate this defendant. We do have a couple of new addresses, but there is the chance that he's left the state.
This case is over a year old, just FYI. I see.
Yes, our firm just subbed in on May 31st of this year.
Okay. All right, we'll give you till December 19th, but you guys got to do something on it. This case is very old, so but we'll give you until December 19th, and we either get service or a subservice on file, or something needs to happen.
Understood,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
I have one more too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Our next one is Way at Zen Way versus Spinnaker Insurance Company at all, DC 2116192. McGinnis is the plaintiff's attorney. Johnson is the defense attorney. Anyone here in that case? Okay. DC 22000444. Flexi Van Leasing versus Citibank NA. Anyone here on that case?
Yes, Your Honor. Kaylee Smith here on behalf of the plaintiff.
All right, Ms. Smith, what's going on with this one?
This is a garnishment case, and we have had to have a couple different writs issued because Citibank is no longer operating in Texas. And I think there was some lag time on our client if we wanted to go through with the garnishment out of state in North Carolina. They just decided they do want to do that. And so we are just in the process of getting Citibank served. So I think that will be completed if we get another 30 days.
All right, we'll give you till December 19th, but we got to get, this case is pretty old as well, so we got to get something done on it, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You may. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
DC 221657, Wells Fargo Bank versus Stevens. Anyone here on that case?
Good morning, Your Honor. It's Stephen Enda again here for Wells Fargo.
All right, what's going on with this one?
They've had multiple attempts to serve defendant at her last known address. They've turned out to be bad. They've got a skip trace in process. So if we could have, I guess, December 19th seems to be the magic date. If we could get reset till then, and hopefully they can either get the 106 in or get a good address and get her served.
Okay, we'll go ahead and reset it to December 19th. But again, this case is very old, so we need to get something done on it. So, but have a great rest of your day, Mr. Enda. I think that's your
Thank
last
you.
one.
Yeah,
right?
now you can get rid of me. Okay, thank you.
All
Too.
right.
Take care, everybody. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, Duck Creek Estates Homeowners Association versus Candace Fields. Anyone here on that
Greg
case?
Gars on behalf of the plaintiff, Duck Creek.
Okay. And I think I saw Miss Fields here. Miss Fields, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
What's going on with this case?
Your Honor, so we did attend a mediation. We reached an agreement at mediation. However, there was apparently a series of unfortunate events that happened to the mediator in which his wife passed away, and we didn't get the signed agreement from the mediator. So that has all been sorted out, and we have an agreement between ourselves. We have submitted an agreed final judgment to the court for a signature that's pending before the court. And I mean, I'm not to speak for Mrs. Fields, but I believe she is working with, her bank to essentially have a payoff of the amount that's owed to my client. So we can either.
Yeah, it looks like we just got that. Rhonda, go ahead and print that out and put that in my stack if you haven't already. Rhonda,
Got it, Judge.
okay. All right, we'll go ahead and get the judgment signed, and good luck, guys, and glad you guys worked everything out.
Thank you, Your Honor. Maybe excused.
You may. Have a good day. Okay, let's go to the next one. American Express National Bank versus TAN DC 227193. Anyone here in that case?
Yes, Your Honor. Terry Stewart Mace for Plaintiff American Express.
All right, what's going on with this one?
This one, we are still attempting service. We believe we have a good address. The constable has been doing this service, and told us that as late as Friday that they were waiting on a 106 order. But when I look at the online information available on this case from the court, I don't see a 106 motion on file, and we haven't signed one. So there's a disconnect in the information.
So you guys need to submit that. So
I know.
We'll set to December 19th and go ahead and get the 106 on file so we can get service done. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you. May I be excused?
You may. Discover Bank versus Bortle, DC 227281. Anyone here in that case?
Valencia Carter Bennett for Discover Bank.
All right. What's going on with this one?
We attempted service on the defendant, and it appears that the defendant has moved out of state. So we're
Okay.
probably gonna non-suit it.
Do you need time or you want me to just DWOP it?
You can go ahead and DWOP it.
Rhonda, go ahead and prepare a DWOP order for this one.
Got it.
All right. Do you have any other cases with me today? Because I think we skipped you on some of the beginning. Was this the only one?
Let's see. I think the only other one I had was BC 22085556.
Yeah. What's going on with that one?
We filed our motion for default judgment on the 9th.
Okay. Rhonda, can you go ahead and pull that one for me? And let me see if I've signed that already. Yeah, Rhonda, we need to go ahead and print that out and put that in my stack.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and reset that one to December 19th as well, just in case there's any problems.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
You do the same.
All right. Our next one is DC 222632 Howard versus Hawkins. Anyone here in that case?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Howard, what's going on with this case?
We've served him. He still won't respond. He doesn't.
You're fine. You're fine.
He doesn't do anything. So I'm filing for this.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay.
A motion for default judgment.
Yeah, you it looks like you do have a return of service back on October 31st, so the case is ripe for default. Well, you filed a default judgment, it looks like a while back, but it hadn't been served. Let me see.
Right. Correct. Yes, sir.
Let me just take a look at that real quick.
It looks like that was all I was waiting for, Judge. I'll put it in your stack.
Yeah, go ahead and put it in my stack. Rhonda, you may want to note that there's going to be an issue with the interest payments on this.
Got it.
What would that be?
You're asking, you have a $5,000 balance and $40,000 in interest.
Well, the reason why that occurred was because it was a recurring thing. He stated that the money recurs until I get it.
I'm just saying we're going to have to look at that. That's very
Right.
unusual. So I'm not saying
Right.
we're denying it. I'm telling Rhonda, my coordinator, to just note that
Yes.
in the file.
Yes, sir.
All right. Have a great rest of your day, Mr. Howard. We'll go ahead and reset this one to December 19th as well.
Yes, sir.
All right. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Our next one is Texas Prince Inc. versus Dow Central Appraisal District DC 21-13320. Anyone here in that case?
Mike Lang for the plaintiff, Texas Prince Inc., Judge.
Okay, what's going on with this one?
So I don't know if you're aware of this. DCAD was a victim of a cyber attack around some like the 6th, 7th, or 8th of November.
Okay.
And they came out on the 10th and said, you know, they're being held hostage, ransomware or something like that. And they're still offline. We settled it and filed a Rule 11 on October 24th, but before we could get the AJ in. So they have no access to their files or emails or anything. So,
oh my gosh. Wow. Okay.
So I don't know. I didn't file a motion to retain. I was going to come today and ask, you know, for the court's guidance, you know,
that's a
what
problem.
you want us to do as far as like reset it for another month. And then if not, we'll file a motion to retain. Hopefully they'll be online and they can
let's go ahead and reset this to December 19th. And Rhonda, there's 2 other cases. We'll just set all of their DCAD cases. I didn't know that. That's DC 2113112. Reset that to December 19th. And 1 Tennyson Park LLC, DC 2112822, or sorry, not 22, 52.
Okay.
12852. Reset that to December 19th as well.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for letting us know about that. Hopefully,
I know it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Can I be excused, Your Honor?
You may. Have a great rest of your
Thanks.
day.
You too. Appreciate it very much.
DC 2114414. Aline Trejo versus Irving Mall LLC. Anyone here on that case?
Yes, Your Honor. Brittany Davis for the defendants.
All right. What's going on with this one?
This one is settled and we have submitted agreed order and motion for dismissal this morning.
Oh, this morning. Okay. Rhonda, go ahead and print that out and we'll go ahead and just go ahead and print out the agreed dismissal. Let me just make sure we have it. If you file it this morning, we may not have it yet. Yeah, it's not on here. So Rhonda, go ahead and reset it to December 19th. And assuming that we get that in, we'll go ahead and get that signed. Okay.
Will do.
Thank you, Ms. Davis. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Our next case is, we're almost done with the DWAL docket. County Hall Insurance Company Risk Retention Group versus Richardson Express. Wickert is the plaintiff's attorney. Anyone here in that case? Anyone here in that case? All right. And Montalvo versus Camarillo, DC 223469. Anyone here in that case? Anyone else here on the dismissal docket that I haven't spoken to yet? Anyone here on the dismissal docket I haven't spoken to yet? Okay. Let's go to the hearing docket. I think our first case is J.G. Wentworth Originations versus Redacted Annuitant.
Yes, Your Honor. Larissa Corduba here on behalf of J.G. Wentworth, Your Honor.
Okay. Is your annuitant here?
Yes, Your Honor. Michaela Ball, B-A-L-L. She's muted, but right underneath me in the squares.
Actually, let me just take care of this minor prove up real quick. Is anyone here on Acevedo versus Torres?
Good morning, Your Honor. I think everyone is here. Melody Armstrong, guardian ad litem. Good morning.
Good morning. Are we ready to prove this one up?
We are not, Your Honor. Mr. Clark, I believe, is on, and late Wednesday afternoon, he provided the updated information. But unfortunately, 2 things, Your Honor. One, I was already traveling for the holiday, and I still am. But also, secondly, I did not have an opportunity with the markets on Friday to shop structured settlement annuity rates, A, to get them, B, to get them to the minor's mom, C, to review them with the minor's mom, D, choose one, and E, get all of that information to Ms. Chandler. So if you will give us until next Monday, I believe I'll be back in town late tonight and I can start shaking trees and moving mountains.
Okay. Does that work for everyone else?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yep, it works fine for defendants.
What about the plaintiff?
That's fine, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Now, Mr. Acevedo or Miss Acevedo, is she here?
She's not on, Judge. Mr. Clark asked if she needed to be on, and I did. I apologize if it was a mistake, but I knew we weren't ready, and I didn't want to inconvenience her with taking off work today if she's got to do that next week. So I apologize to the court if that was a bad decision.
No, that's okay. Rhonda, go ahead and reset this. We're gonna, that you can see the dismissal docket can be kind of long, so we'll reset this to 9:15 next week.
Got it.
You got it, Rhonda?
Yes.
Okay, you guys are excused. Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you.
you. You too.
Okay, JG Wentworth Originations versus Redacted Annuitant.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let me just stop sharing real quick. All right, Mr. No Cross, are you here for the dismissal docket?
No, Your Honor. I'm here on a motion for summary judgment on the Bank of America Mello Griggs case.
Ms. Hopkins, what are you here for?
I'm here on the same case. I filed a designation for Tom Brackett. I'm lead counsel on this one now.
Okay. And Mr. Griggs, are you here for the dismissal docket or for a hearing?
He's our ad litem.
Okay. All right, let's deal with this annuitant case. So have you guys already submitted your required filing?
We did, Your Honor.
Let me take a look at that.
Sure. I know Judge will probably have more questions for her, but she's ready to answer them.
All right, since there's kind of confidential